I'm on the 4th floor of Building 5. This area has all been backed out. All the sandblast material is gone. That happened this week. Basically, all that's left up here for Bill-Ray is these areas of the first layer of flooring. Anything that's buckled or rotted for removal. They've got the windows to remove. And there's a couple barrels that we've been waiting a number of weeks. Keep getting told they're leaving. Still not getting an answer on that, but basically this floor is in pretty good shape. They also got the 3rd floor vacked out as well. So get some lifts up here, getting ready to start to do some final cleaning. Once we get some water, we can do the wash down and sealer on the brick. This is the 4th floor of Building 8. Again, basically the same situation as in Building 5. We're all sandblasted, all cleaned out. Windows need to be removed. These windows we will more than likely keep for a while just because of their size. It's going to be very difficult to keep those maintained as plastic. The other ones, these smaller windows, we'll be able to remove. Like to get the pressure treated in by the window contractor so that Bill-Ray can go back and plastic off those areas. That way once the windows come in, they're ready to snap right in. I think it'll go a lot quicker. And again, floor areas that need to be popped up, that's on Bill-Ray. So he's got some work up here, but it is minimal at this point. Here we are on the 4th floor of Building 10. Basically all of this flooring, first layer of flooring, has to come up. So there is a fair amount of work for him to do in here. Again, all the sandblasting's done, but windows need to be taken out. The floor repair has completely stopped. It went for 3 days, and then 90% of the demo's done. Not another thing's been done on it. So that one's in tough shape. We'd like to get this thing done so we can sandblast up above it and wrap this floor up so we can start working. This is the 3rd floor, Building 5, where we removed the stairway. That's the stairway that just goes from 2nd floor to 3rd floor. On the 2nd floor, Building 5, this has all been sandblasted through here. The guys are sweeping up, gathering this together. The intention is to bring the vac trailer back when the 2nd and 1st floor is done. Vac both of those up. Nothing's been done over on the 2nd floor of Building 8, which is through here. nor Building 9, which is the three-story units. Nothing's been done in there. Actually, I misspoke. In building, a second floor of Building 8, we have cut the pipe. But we need to sandblast. I meant to say as far as sandblasting goes. Sandblasting is on the second floor is only in Building 5. We've dropped down to do the courtyard right now on Building 1 so that we can rip that roof off. Then the boys are going to jump back up here, get back on Building 3, Valley Street side, and then work their way towards Building 8, Building 10, Building 9. As we look through here, the three-story units that we just spoke about, that still has a lot of demolition that has to be done first before we even think about sandblasting in there. This over here is the underside on the second floor, the opening of where that stairway was. So they have taken this all out, sandblasted that, and basically this is all railed off up here, just ready to frame. So there's another area that we could bring someone in to frame this, close this up, get this ready. There's a few areas like this, not a lot, but there are some. Some masonry areas. We could get a couple masons in here to, start getting some of this stuff ahead of time. Would be nice. another look back through into Building 9. Right now, Bill Ray's been focusing on Building 5, 3, and 4, which is a main body of the project. It's not how the schedule lays out. However, being behind schedule, this will give us a major part of the project that we could work. So in end result, we still are moving forward, just not as rapidly as we would like to. We're out in the parking lot outside of Building 5. This is all the cementous and wire debris that was taken off the ceilings in the first floor. They did get all the concrete block that was on the first floor over in Building 3. We pan up and look at one of the mock-up windows. We have waiting on schedule for Historic to review. And they pan over to Building 5. Hopefully the sun won't be in the way. I'm sorry, Building 8. You can see the other mock-up on the second floor. What we're looking at here is the carbon filter that we're going to run the water in the basement of Building 8 through, required by the DEM permit. That will begin on Monday morning. Jason Proux will be here to monitor that for the first couple days. He's anticipating roughly 6 days to pump that out. We really don't know, but that's what we're giving it. So he'll look at the first couple days, come back on day 5. If it goes longer than that, he'll be monitoring once a week. But basically, David from Bill Ray will be providing the pump. Jason's provided the filter. What we'll be doing is we'll be pumping out over near Building 8. We'll set the filter just inside the temporary fence there. And then the hose will run along this fence, down the alleyway, and directly into the river. I'm on the north side of the property on Valley Street. This is Eagle 11. Basically, unless there's work going on over here, we don't spend a lot of time out here. I generally do a walk in the morning, a security walk in the afternoon, just make sure nothing's changed, no security breach or anything. And found, curiously, that these doors had been painted red and green carefully around the signs. Didn't make a lot of sense. Till yesterday afternoon, I found a company coming through and power washing all of the graffiti off of the brick as much as they can. Turns out that they were the ones that painted these doors. They're hired by the city. It's a program to clean up. Apparently they do it in the fall, and they do it in the spring. So that answers the unknown of someone painting our doors. Back on Eagle Street, looking down at the construction down at the end of the road where they're putting in the water main, new water main diverted for drainage. At a point this week, they had, for a full day, they had our entrance completely blocked off, so we had to go through the alleyway, which unfortunately delayed Bill Ray on moving dumpsters because their truck couldn't make it through there. On that note as well, I got in touch with Johnny Fu again with National Grid. He did email back saying that he was followed up with an email to the schedulers. We still do not have a date when National Grid will be out here. Promise that it's happening soon. I don't know what soon means. As well, we just met with Brian Flynn from Eamon, and I met with Mike DeNoble on the temporary water. For whatever reason, it took Mike 3 meetings to understand that we just want temporary water, which through emails and everything it's been explained to him. But apparently our application that I filled out 2 weeks ago has been processed. He's going to email me the cost for the meter, which is around $150. Basically get that into him, and we can have temporary water. On the first floor, of Building 8. Guys have been in here removing pipe. You can see they've got all their debris pipe down, starting to load this out. A little bit of asbestos in here. They'll bag this off and take that out, as well as the sheetrock on the ceilings. So there isn't a ton to do in here. Another day or so they should be complete, and this could be ready for sandblasting, other than, again, floors that get torn up. Basically going to leave that, once this is all cleaned out. This is the area that underneath us is the flooded basement. So just outside of this window is where we're going to be setting our filter that we just talked about a little while ago. And right through this opening, where the temporary power is where the first floor parking garage is. I'm in Building 10 on the first floor. Basically, there's been no demolition done in here yet at all. This area over here is where our anticipated elevator is going to go. And then a look back into the parking garage area. No demo done in there as well. Hope to see Tom Hagar out. Emails him that let him know that Eagle 11 is cleaned out enough for him to come out and start taking some site walks through and get an idea of structurally what we need to be doing over in the parking garage there. Hopefully at the same time, we'll find a way, we'll get some light into this parking garage, so he needs to look at that. He already has a pretty good idea of what we're going to need to do over there, because we're taking out a column line. We've basically gone through that, but it was too dark for him to look at it at that time. So he knows about it, and I anticipate hearing back from him, getting a schedule on any of our structural issues.